My name is Pam Burns and I work for St. Aidan Society here in Fort McMurray. We are here today with the first episode of the Community Producers. This is a volunteer program where the volunteers of this community get to tell some stories with the partnership of our friends at Shaw TV. So I'd like to share a number of different events with you today. However, we have some other things that we need to share first. For our first story, we head over to Some Other Solutions as they've created a new program that provides a safe place to talk for a specific group of people.
My name is Alex. My brother killed himself last year, and one of my coworkers talked me into coming. I didn't really want to be here tonight, but here I am.
According to a 2013 stat, over 4,000 Canadians die by suicide each year. Loved ones left behind often don't get support to deal with the loss due to the stigma associated with suicide. Suicide survivors Donna McQuaid and Crystal Lund, both of whom have lost loved ones, have partnered with Some Other Solutions to utilize their experience and give those left behind a safe place to talk.
People don't want to talk about it, they're afraid to say anything. And then seeing them at the end, like held head high, and being able to go, you know what, I can get through this. Because if somebody had told me that, okay, you're going to be doing this, I would have said, no, you're crazy. Just getting out of bed was a feat in itself.
The loss is different with the suicide. There's still a lot of stigma around it, like Donna mentioned. And I couldn't find a group that was connected the way I needed to be. And then I met Donna McQuaid through work, and with talking and getting to know each other, we found that we had this in common, both losing spouses to suicide. And Donna mentioned that she had done group for many years and had a lot of experience. And that's what I would love to do. I've always wanted to help other people in that situation, and here we are today.
I used to say the day he died, the day he took his life, he took mine with it. Because my normal was never normal again. I had to learn a new normal.
The 8-week pilot support group will offer survivors information and give attendees support from people who have a common experience of losing someone to suicide. By the end of the group, those who've attended will have a better understanding of how to move forward and leave knowing that the suicide wasn't their fault and they're not alone.
I think if you can come to a place where it's safe and nobody is going to be rolling their eyes or talking down to you or say get over it or move on, and then you have that in you and you can support others that are going through the same thing.
I feel it's going to be an awesome group for those who have lost somebody to suicide.
If I can help one person hold their head up and let them talk about their loved one and help them, guide them through what they're going through, I think that would make it easier for them to be able to come forward.
For more information on the group, you can contact Some Other Solutions. For the Community Producers, I'm Janene Hickman.
Welcome back to the Community Producers. June is Seniors Month in our region. There are a number of events that are planned by various organizations around the city in honor of the seniors of our region. So the month begins in June here, where we have the opening ceremonies, there's the pancake breakfast, they have a number of luncheons every Wednesday at the Golden Year Society. There is a lunch that goes on that many seniors will attend. They have a bingo event, and we also have the Senior VIP movie event. This event is something that the seniors really look forward to. It was the first event that we had last year, and it was something that where they got the special treatment, and it was something that was very unique for our seniors here. Many of them enjoyed. They got the VIP service where they got to come in, have a seat, have their popcorn and their drinks served to them as they enjoyed a great movie. So we welcome anybody 55 plus to attend any of these Seniors Month events. The events are all free, and you'll be able to decide whether or not you want to attend one or many of the events for the month of June. But in the meantime, for our next story, we join our brave men and women as they head up for the annual Firefighter Campout.
The Rooftop Campout started with opening ceremonies at the East Village Pub and Eatery, where donations were presented to kick off the fundraiser.
I'd like to give a donation on behalf of our business, which is Pet Value Downtown, for $2,500 to the charities group.
After, we caught up with Jody Butts and spoke with him about what it means to the team returning to the Rooftop Campout fundraiser after such a difficult year.
To me, to get back up on the roof is that symbol to the community that we're here again. And you know, the charities group, the committee there, they're such a phenomenal bunch of people.
The campout takes place on top of the Tim Hortons in Eagle Ridge, where all proceeds from the campout go to the Center of Hope, Waypoint's Fort McMurray Family Crisis Society, Fort McMurray SPCA, Wood Buffalo Food Bank, and the Fort McMurray Boys and Girls Club. Ryan Carnahan is one of the 5 firefighters who will be camping out for the charity fundraiser. We asked him if he had any idea on how to prepare for the days ahead.
Well, I've seen what they were up to the last few years, through the rain, through the snow, through the warm heat and tanning that they had last time, I think. Brought up some books, some Monopoly. We'll see what happens. We got a foosball table.
$250,000, that's our goal this year. And that's the challenge to our charities group is putting out to the community, and I think it's attainable.
For the community producers, I'm Vanessa Chauhan.
Well, she instructed her.
Welcome back to the Community Producers. We would like to share with you one more event that's happening in our community. On June the 15th, we have the 2nd annual Seniors Wellness Expo. This is 25 different organizations that will be under one roof at one time that will be able to provide information as it relates to the senior services that are available in our region. This is where we would hope that seniors, caregivers, family members might come out to be able to understand and see what services are available to our older population. It's critical for our seniors to be able to be connected to services in order to continue and live a healthy lifestyle. So we welcome you to come out and check out the Seniors Wellness Expo. For our last story, everyone needs a friend, even if it's a furry one. We make our way to the Fort McMurray SPCA as Craig Momney helps a longtime resident find his forever home.
We're back at the Fort McMurray SPCAs. We always try to provide that voice for the animals here at the shelter in hopes to find them their forever home. With me is Misha Gaertner. How are you, Misha?
I'm doing pretty well today. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well. Who's our little buddy here?
This is Cody. He's a 1.5-year-old Shepherd Collie Cross, and we're trying to find him a forever home.
What would be his perfect forever home?
So his perfect home will be someone with a little bit of patience. This young fella needs a little bit of manners. He didn't get all the lessons that he needed when he was a pup, and so now he's a teenager just looking for a little bit of affection, but also a little bit of guidance. He loves to play.
Yeah.
He loves to play, and sometimes he can be a little too rough when he plays.
Yeah.
And sometimes he's not sure when to use the mouth to play and when not to use the mouth to play. Never in a harmful way, but just sometimes he likes to put his mouth on you and get some drool on your shoulders.
Is he going to be good with kids? Is that the perfect family with kids?
He could be good with kids. Again, if they were experienced dog owners, I think that would be absolutely fine. But if it's a new family with their first dog, it might not be the best for kids. But any experienced dog owner would be great, or a single family, or a double adult family.
What about with other dogs or other cats?
Not sure with cats. Again, we're not really able to let them run loose with the cats here at the shelter, but with other dogs, he seems to get along pretty great.
Now, with summer coming, it's going to be warm outside. What would be a pet tip for having dogs outside?
So again, another thing we're looking for the ownership of this guy is to have a backyard, fenced-in area, so that he could be outside, hopefully in the shade, if there's some shade in the backyard, so that in those hot summer days he can find a place for himself to cool off.
So if you are interested in him, or maybe you want to come down to the shelter and find another forever friend, come down. What's the address again, Misha?
It's 155 McAlpine Crescent here in Gregoire.
There you go. Come on down and find your forever friend.
That's all the time we have today for the Community Producers. If you'd like to be a volunteer host like myself, please contact our friends at Shaw TV. I'm Pam Burns. Thanks for joining us.